come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even.
Oh, I had to get back up.
Back up.
I had to get back up.
Yeah, I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cincinnati Bengals. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Mike 51. I hope he brought you. On. Hey, check safety. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Luck. He's got his man here. It's Green. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner. Toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston, then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
So we got man. Check. One day.
Luck going to try to run the option left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Here's Luck. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They go quickly here out to Moore. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. David Moore, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now movement here right away. Maybe a sign of things to come with this crowd. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw. McGill. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Will Tye, an 80-yard touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Luck. Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Check 37, check 37. Tight dog. Check 26, check.
Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Balaj. And some room to roam now. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Philly. 44 yards. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Eagles 14, Bengals 7.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Tight ends what? 140, easy, alert, 11Z. Got 4 down. 25, check 25.
A shotgun snap for Love. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They've moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check out. Right, 675. Monday.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it's long. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Check out. Red 80. Check. Fresno.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. Here's Luck. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. But these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string. They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
He's cracked anyway. He's checking crack.
To throw from his end zone. McGill throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go again. 56. Let's go. Right there. 56. Stay with your man. 56 to Mike.
To throw from his end zone. McGill, he's going to let this one into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check out. 1-6-7.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
After the interception, it's Locke. Green brings it in. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen. 12.
Here's Locke. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Now a first down throw. Locke. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Off of play action, Locke. Finding Green complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
3rd and 2, Locke. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Terrell Edmonds comes flying in from safety for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Well, they're lucky. If that was roughing, it would have been a first down. Instead, still 4th.
But now it brings up a decision, doesn't it? Now you're in a position where maybe it changes what you do.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On the delay, it's Balaj. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go. Set. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun. McGill. And he'll find Hall. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, McGill. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Badgley up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You ready? You ready? Hey, check. Hey, Mike 51. We got to get the ball.
Love. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Luck now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Hey, let's go. Big series.
He can run for, and a loose football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Balaj. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking that shot. 56.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman, certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9.
Hey, man. Watch the goose. Watch the goose.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. Pushes him over. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
56, Mike, 56. Yeah.
First down. Here's the run with Montgomery. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now Balaj. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
Operating from the gun. McGill. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequences.
And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Watch the safety creep. Mike, 51, Mike, 51. I'm here.
To throw on 2nd down. McGill, this into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. From the gun, McGill, he gets it to Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards is the pickup, good for an Eagle 1st down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. Check 56. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Order. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. All right. Shut. Cut.
Here we go on second and 12. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. Sean Dion Hamilton was there to bring him down defensively.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check 56. Hey, let's get this. 56. Pull it. Now. Hey, turn it up. Let it go.
Looking to throw on second down. McGill. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
11. Hey, Alpha. Mike 57.
They'll fake it. Now Locke. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
57. Mike 57. All day, baby. All day.
Out of the gun, Locke. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Off the play fake. McGill. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, wide open. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Curtis Samuel, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
17. Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Luck. He finds Austin complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, Haywood!
Luck on first down. He's going to get this to Austin complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tavon Austin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now here's Luck as his guys will go for two here.
Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
Throwing again is Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Eagles. He's at the 50. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and can you believe this? It's 2 points the other way on the fumble return. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. They'll run here with Balaj. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They run it with Balaj. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Check. Check out.
Now a first down carry by Jones. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Mike, 57.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, McGill, and he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. And they take a knee. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I think they might have something in this.